to be able to get out and tell about it. And the Trojans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will get first crack at it today. And we get our first look at Colton Joseph. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So USC's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, it's a program time and time again, whether it's Heisman trophies, All-Americans, first-round draft picks, it always seem to have really good running backs. And how nice is it, David, as an offense, year in, year out, you know there's somebody you can turn around, hand the football off to, and you can get explosive plays. I think it's no different with this offense this year based on who they've got in the backfield.
Well, and it's just kind of crazy thinking about the list of guys and how they've developed them so well over the years. And it just adds on each other. When you start walking through their facility, it's like, holy cow, he played here, and him, and him, and him. And so just having that guy at that spot, it settles everything down in an offense. And it also makes you have some swag, too, because we got a dude at the running back spot that will make plays.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go up near midfield. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. And the Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Joseph. Got a man. It's Brooks. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Again, it's Joseph. He's going to take off. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Badgers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Joseph on the play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Badger! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
To the air, it's Mayava. Makes the grab on the left. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Nice job by the quarterback and the receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jordan. Turning it on!
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Got a little grass. Powers through. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there in the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just has to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Got his man on the right. Runs through a man. He might have some space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Got a man, it's Jordan. There he goes. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. To the air, it's Mayava. Quickly complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Trojans are facing third and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give is to Miller. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Throwing Joseph quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Uncorks it. Pulls it in, it's Bowman. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime.
Makes a grab and room to run. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catches there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Defense in press coverage. They go play action with Joseph. The pressure. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running inside, it's Jordan. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Mayava. That's reeled in, it's Anderson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Third down coming up after the completion. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some...
Here's a little room there. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Quick completion on the out. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Might have a chance. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Badger. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Weaver. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. From the 30-yard line on first down. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. Not much happening on that one. Maybe made it back to the line of scrimmage as the clock continues to move here late in the half. It's 3rd down.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 16 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Hawkeyes in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ollie, what's the story as we start this 2nd half?
USC's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he says this all the time, but the team that holds on to the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific. Great ball security and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the third. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Might as well stick with him. Crosses the 45. There's a crease. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat.
Makes the grab in their space. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Running the red zone, it's Jordan. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Mayava. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. A quick pass to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Joseph takes a shot as he lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Badgers send out the punt unit. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Made a defender miss. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And that last completion left them with 2nd and 1. And this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Flips it out on the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking for a man. It's Mayaba. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Picked off to stop the threat.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Throwing Joseph. Pressure coming. And now they've lost the ball here. And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
The give to the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Rides to back and leaves it. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next one.
Turning it on! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but... when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
On the move, it's Jordan. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Handoff from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. DB's right up on the receivers. Joseph. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll run it to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Escapes the pressure going right. And he makes it past the 1st down marker. Hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Here's a heat. Working that left side now. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. His QB's been dialed in.
Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Zings it complete to the right. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keep slinging it. It's complete to the left. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Looking for the score. Complete downfield. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The offense changing the play. He'll throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Trojans! The offense cashing it in on that drive. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. They'll leave it with the lone back. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to the well. Finds a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Joseph. He's got him in the flat. Finding some room. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
And the Badgers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first. At the 45 on his way. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
37 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Rushes on him. Right on the money. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad.